Mark chapter 6, verse 7. And he called the 12 to himself and began to send them out two by two and gave them power over the unclean spirits. Mark chapter 6, verses 7 through 13, Jesus was preparing the disciples to be sent out on their own for the first time. He sent them out in groups of two and gave them power over the unclean spirits. He also challenged them to only take a staff, wear one pair of sandals, and only take one coat with them. They were not to take an extra bag, extra money, or no bread. When they came to a house to stay in the city, they were to remain there until it was time to leave. Jesus gave very specific instructions on how they were to go on these trips for the first time. Jesus knew that they would encounter things that they were not prepared for. They would interact with people who would not accept them, and they would become discouraged at times and need a comforting hand and encouraging word from someone they trusted. So he sent them out in groups of two for one to be the comforting hand and encouraging word for the other one. Ecclesiastes 4 verses 9 through 12 reads, "Two are better than one, because they have a good reward in their labor. For if they fall, one will lift up his companion. But woe to him who is alone when he falls, for he has no one to help him up. Again, if two lie down together, they will keep warm. But how can one be warm alone? Though one may be overpowered by another, two can withstand him. And a threefold cord cannot be easily broken." Solomon is telling his writers to embrace the true friendships throughout life. Life is hard. Life will throw unexpected curves your way, and life will knock you off your feet. It is the friendships of a true friend that will help you get through the hard times. Solomon writes, "Two are better than one, for if one falls, have someone to help you get up. If someone is alone, they may be overpowered by another, but two can withstand." He closes with the analogy of a threefold cord cannot be easily broken. Standing up to Satan and sin is a difficult task that is set before us. It is always easier to approach a Bible study, a person who we may be in conflict with, or an uncomfortable situation with a best friend by your side. My challenge to each of us today is to develop strong, lasting friendships that will not only stand the test of time, but will also bring us closer to the Lord.